I've certainly explained it before that I work in retail. This means I listen to Christmas music all the time. As a consequence of this, I get burned out on holiday music much sooner than most people. I mean, you cannot believe how many different versions there are to the same song. Example, two different versions of Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer play in a row, which leaves me going, we just listened to this. It's a random playlist which sometimes plays twice in a row. It is mind-numbing, brain cell-killing Chinese water torture to the ears at its worst. However, listen to it long enough, and you start thinking about how strange the songs are in context and how they sometimes have some hidden concepts in them. And that's what I've done for this vlog entry. I've had lots of thoughts and wishes on how I wanted to talk about my favorite Christmas movies, or maybe my least favorite Christmas movies, but this seemed like a much more interesting idea. Also, there's always next year. Anyway, songs of the holiday season which might contain something hidden. First, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Nothing really as odd as the others I'm going to cover, but it does have something that always kind of bugged me, so I figured I might as well put it on the list. Now, I don't know about a great deal of you, but I do pay attention to the lyrics of the songs I'm listening to. Call me crazy, but I do believe that those singing do try to tell us something, so I don't believe it entirely wise to tune them out. Besides, after listening to the same song like 50 times a day, like I do, you pretty much have to. Anyway, there is a verse in here that has always caught my attention. There'll be scary ghost stories. In context, there'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Well, there's a tradition that apparently died off a long time ago. Seriously, does anyone actually do this? Does anyone tell ghost stories during Christmas time? I'd like to know because that is just totally awesome! Okay, there is A Christmas Carol, a novella by Charles Dickens that's been adapted, told, and retold over the years. That's one, though. One scary ghost story. But the lyrics are scary ghost stories, indication of plural, more than one. Comment below if you can think of any others that are told during the holiday season. Because I love this concept. I'd be happy to be a part of it. Let's do it! Second, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You all know the story, right? Rudolph is a reindeer who's an outcast to the other reindeer because he has a shiny, glowing red nose. Certainly like the X-Men, a character relatable to those who have ever felt different from everyone else. What I found most interesting, however, is the point when Santa encounters him. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Rudolph with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Then, of course, he heads the sleigh, therefore saving Christmas, and all the reindeer love him for it. But here's the catch. The song never really tells you what his answer was. I mean, we all automatically assume that the answer was yes. However, he could have just as easily said no, and the reindeer probably would have loved him all the more for it. Why? Well, have you ever tried to pull a sleigh through the air? I haven't, but I can't imagine it's an easy feat. Just saying, the possibility remains that he may have told Santa where to stick his sleigh. Moving on. Third, I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. And yet, we have another justification for Rudolph saying no to Santa. You know, if all those who I've heard sing this song went on his show, Springer would probably have a field day. You all know how the story goes to this one as well. A kid goes outside his room and catches his mother kissing the fat man underneath the mistletoe. We all kind of figured it's actually the kid's dad dressed up as Santa Claus, so in the event the kid sneaks out of his room and catches him in the act, and the mother probably got caught up in the sweet gesture and kisses him. However, here's the thing. The song doesn't actually go out and say that. Who knows who she's actually kissing? The dad? Some lover who showed up dressed up as Santa? Santa Claus himself? Those are two, mind you, two out of 3 possibilities of infidelity going on in this song. Also, you ever notice that Santa has some very odd sex appeal? Where does that come from? Moving on. 4th, Santa Baby. Eartha Kitt originally sang this song. For those of you who don't know, Eartha Kitt was one of the many women who portrayed Catwoman in the 1960s version of Batman. You know, the one with the late Adam West. So essentially, you can probably think of this song as Catwoman's Christmas list. That's pretty much all I've got on that one. Moving on. 5th, Carol of the Bells. Face it, people, this song is just plain dang creepy. I mean, there's a reason why they keep putting it in holiday horror films. Because, while well-meaning, the song's tone has that vibe that sounds absolute sinister. As well, there are parody songs that exploit the creepy vibe this song displays. The movie Krampus did that quite well, I thought. And you know what? Since I pointed out the old tradition of telling ghost stories during the holiday season, I don't really have a problem with a creepy Christmas song. After all, what's the cold winter's chill without a little bit of thrill? Well, that's my list for Christmas songs with hidden concepts. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click like and subscribe to view more in the near future. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. I'm Mike. This has been a Penguins Rock production. Merry Christmas, or whatever respective holiday you celebrate.